Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another Hades Star video. Over the last 5 days, Black Star Order, or BSO, hosted a speed clearing challenge event for solo clears and team clears for Red Star 11 all the way down to Red Star 6. The team clear criteria require teams of up to 4 players clearing every sector in their highest level Red Star. Solo clears just required at most 1 player clearing all of their top tier planets for their highest level Red Star, with the optional help of someone jumping in just to provide Red Star Extender and nothing else. I thought this was a pretty fun challenge, so I decided to participate in the challenge for Red Star 11 solo clear. Although, unfortunately, I didn't think to record live while I was actually running it, since it was kind of a last minute decision. I do still have the replay, and I wanted to record it because this replay actually won me the fastest run for Red Star 11 solo clear at 17 minutes and 50 seconds from start to the last Cerb kill for the 7th planet. So I'll go ahead and start this replay. You'll see here it starts at 28 minutes and 24 seconds. Ended up leaving the sector with like 10 minutes left to spare. I just popped a ton of Red Star Extender. But again, it was about 18 minutes to clear all 7. So starting off here, super lucky layout with 2 adjacent planets right next to my gate. Pretty average clear. I focus Colossus first, then Phoenix, and then Storms and Bombers are kind of tied. Luckily, I had Fortify on here, but I did pop Area Shield just because I was a little concerned on health, just to be safe. And then I immediately go to clearing the sector. You'll notice that I didn't bond this Hydra, and that's actually because you can see here I have brought the infamous Battle Miners. With the Hydras being this close to my jump gate, it made way more sense to have my miners kind of multitask and take them out with rockets, to allow my battleships to keep pressing on to the next planet and not having to wait on cooldown for like teleport or bond or anything like that. To top it off, I got super lucky with the placement of this Hydra as well, because he was in range of this asteroid, so my hydrogen rockets were actually able to double up on the Hydras, which saved me a few rockets. So I did have to jump them out because of the ghosts here. I jumped back my miners. You can. I already popped all my Red Star Extenders on my transports. I popped 9 Red Star Extender. They're a minute and a half each, so that added a ton of time. And then you can just see I'm kind of multitasking here. I'm clearing the planet up here while firing rockets down here. And this ultimately is what allowed me to clear this so fast, because I was knocking out stuff in 2 areas on the map at the same time. I finished off those 2 Hydras by the time that I killed everything in this level 11 sector. So just to show you like how much time I really would have saved. Now I did think about bonding this guy to this next planet that I'm going to, which would be planet number 4. But again, because he's so close to my jump gate, I thought it would be better just to ensure that I have bond and teleport ready for when this Hydra spawns. So I go ahead and just press on through, not really worrying about what I don't kill, as again, the objective is just to clear the level 11 planets. I do fire off some rockets. I don't know what I was thinking. I completely missed the fact that there were ghosts there. I do have to jump out here because there was 1 ghost that survived while I'm still clearing down here. Once the ghost is retargeted, I jump my miners back in, and I finish the salvo up here on the Hydra up there. One thing to note, if you didn't know, notice how I killed the last Cerb, but there was ghosts still in here, and the Hydra hasn't spawned. Some people may not know, but it's any Cerb in the sector will count for that last Cerb killed to pop the Hydra. So it's not based on just the Cerbs that spawn in the sector, it's any Cerb. So if you have an interceptor from another sector that flies in, and the Hydra hasn't spawned yet, that interceptor will prevent the Hydra from spawning. You can see here that the ghost, I finally killed the last ghost, and that's what allowed the Hydra to spawn. So just keep that in mind whenever you get to Red Star 11. So after I finished off the Hydra up here, I jumped out my miners just so that I didn't have to worry about them anymore, since there was really nothing in range. Since everything would get shot down, of course. Or, you know, the rockets would get shut down by all these Cerberus down here. So again, just a pretty normal, clear barrage build. You always want to focus capital ships as much as you can. I did try a dart build with Vengeance. I tried like 4 or 5 red stars. I personally thought it was a little boring, definitely slower. It was nice not having to bond Hydras, but it was also annoying trying to activate Vengeance without losing ships. So you really just trade off one annoyance for the other. But I found that Barrage is just really better at clearing in general. The dart really only shines with Hydra. When you're clearing, you got to worry about interceptors shooting on your darts. Dart range is is bigger than most Cerberus attack ranges, so they'll often shoot down darts first. It just wasn't very helpful. I just found Barrage is still king, I think. We'll see if that changes in Dark Nebula. So I probably could have figured out some way to kill this guy by bouncing off these asteroids or whatever with barrier and using the Cerbs in this to ramp up my barrage. But I figured my bond was just about done, so I waited just a few seconds and I was able to just bond him over to the next one and move down to the double planets down here for the last remaining 2. I did jump in my miners here near the end. I unfortunately lost them. You'll see that here in a minute. My goal was to rendezvous my miners down here with my battleships after clearing these 2 sectors. I was going to bond one of the Hydras away. And while I was clearing that Hydra, my miners would rocket the other Hydra and kind of tag team 2 Hydras. I'll speed it up here, but I ultimately ended up losing them. It was obviously my bad, just misplacement. Thought I was going to lose them with these ghosts, but luckily my alpha drones kind of barely overlap here, so they were able to clear them. What ultimately got me was this storm here. He shot 1 rocket and got my time warp miner down, which slowed these guys. And then I did clear this sector, even though it's not in a level 11. The reason why is because my original plan was to bring my miners over here to help clear these Hydras. I totally missed this interceptor because I was trying to rush because I lost a miner. So I kind of fumbled here at the end. And then I tried to go save my miners, and I ended up losing them both anyways. And now the Hydras aren't in the sector. So I definitely was sweating a little bit here at the end. Was worried that it wasn't going to work out. But luckily was able to kind of hunker down and just pick at these away slowly. And then move on to the bomber down here to grab this last Hydra to bond him over here and finish him up. So last kill was about 10:34. Again, we started at 28:24. So 17 minutes, 50 seconds to clear 7 planets in Red Star 11. If I didn't lose my miners, would have been a little bit faster? Maybe. I'm sure there's other methodologies you can probably do to make it a little quicker. Obviously, layout is a huge difference. I mean, if you get all 7 planets in one area, you could probably do something like 10 minutes, I would bet. Especially with Hydra rockets. I just never seen planets obviously all bunched up like that. The most I've seen is like 4 planets next to each other, maybe 5. But that was the clear. Again, the goal was only to clear the level 11 planets as fast as you could. Anything else doesn't matter, but doesn't hurt. It didn't matter if the destroyers got the planets, as long as you still cleared all the Serbs for that sector. So I'll go ahead and redo this replay, and we'll just follow the battleships here. And then we'll just do kind of like a quick run of watching the battleships do a clear, just so you can kind of watch. I'm sure you could modify the playback speed on YouTube also to change this up a little bit. But just kind of want to do a quick run through, just so you can kind of have a condensed run through here. So I'm just kind of trying to keep that replay, 10 to 15. 20 speed is a little too fast. But we can use 20 speed to kind of skip through some of the boring parts. Dark Nebula has a nice playback speed for replays where you can lock it in at a certain rate. And again, I left the 2 bombers here intentionally because the plan was to have my miners take them out. But of course, we all know that that did not work out so well. There's that lone interceptor that I lost track of, that I was completely blindsided by. That was a solid probably minute of waste there. I probably should have just cut my losses with the miner and finished it up. Alright, and that's it. That's the last one. So we did a condensed replay, and then again, just so we cover all bases, I'm going to restart the replay, and we'll just have a run through. I'll kind of have the whole map up right here. And then I'll just let this run for the next 18 minutes. So you can kind of have a real-time run through, no commentary. I'll let you guys just watch this. Feel free to skip it if you want. This is basically the end of the video. I'll do a quick wrap up here at the end. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn. You got the next 18 minutes just to kind of chill and watch some movement here. Hopefully, with the previous replays that we just went through, I'm hoping you guys can see some techniques that I use, some strategy. I really like the strategy in this game. Movement is obviously very, very important. Targeting is very important, especially for barrage players trying to get those capital ships first. Like I said earlier, Colossuses I personally view as #1 target, then Phoenix. Some people will flip those two. And then Storm and Bombers. They seem scary at first, but they're actually like the easiest capital ships. You can shoot down darts. Your blast shield can cover rockets, or you can shoot down the rockets too. So hopefully you learned some strategy, and I'll leave this up here for the next 17 minutes or so you guys can watch in real time how this run went. Alright, and that just about concludes the segment here for the last replay. If you've made it this far, thanks again for watching. I have another RS11 video where I clear with just miners. Another challenge that I did a couple months ago by now, I think. So if you're interested in seeing that, that was a fun challenge using just 6 miners to clear an entire Red Star level 11. I also have a video on macros if you want to see how to set up some macros for moving your ships together like I do, or teleporting together. I'm always looking for ideas. If you've got any ideas, content, something specifically you want me to cover, any challenges you'd like me to try out, I'm all ears. Would love to make some videos on them. I may not be the best at providing advice for, you know, lower level Red Stars. It's been a while since I was, you know, Red Star 6 or 7. I've been playing the game for over 5 years. So it's been several years since I've been at the lower Red Stars. There's obviously been a lot of changes to modules. I'm also just out of sight on you know, what lower level weapons do and Colossuses. I could try to help. I'll leave my Discord handle in the description below. Feel free to send me a message. I can try to provide some insight if you're struggling at your specific Red Star level. But again, if you've got any ideas or anything, shoot them my way in the description, in the comments below. In the description, I'll leave my Discord handle. You can also feel free to join my corporation Discord server. I'll have in the description as well. Thanks again for watching. Hope you guys learned some strategy and just enjoyed watching, you know, this speed run go through. I certainly had a good time running it live. Was something to you know, something different out of the blue. You know, it can get pretty repetitive at end game doing Red Star 11s. I've got over 200 runs, and it's basically just a walk in the park now. I may lose battleships here and there, but I'll always looking for some sort of challenge. The mining only in one was a real big blast. So again, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button for more Hades Star videos. Until the next one, thanks.